Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the main stage for the closing keynote session. How have you enjoyed the event so far? Give us some feedback, get it dropped in to the link directly below. So, 3 more incredible presentations and interviews. Let's go through the first one now. It's my pleasure to introduce a double interview with Philipp and Christoph, respectively the CEO and the CRO of EGYM. EGYM are helping pioneer the way equipment manufacturers develop products and interact with consumers and also with clients. They provide some incredible insights into where they see the future of client and member engagement, but also the world of technology evolving to. So without further ado, a double interview with Philipp and Christoph. Philipp, thank you very much for joining us here today. What a year it's been. We're going to talk technology, we're going to talk EGYM, but looking back over 2020, can you describe what kind of year it's been for yourself and for the company?
Yes, sure. First of all, thank you very much for having me, Ross. What you're doing for our industry is amazing and you're a great individual. So thank you for that. Thank you for having me. And indeed, what a year. What a roller coaster. The year for us at EGYM started really strongly, but we saw already when we looked into China that, you know, in our core geography so far in Europe and North America, this will definitely be a difficult year. What I'm seeing also is, you know, silver linings, because I do think our industry finally has the chance to really make the transition from being perceived as some aesthetics industry to actually be a health industry. So I'm feeling, I've right now mixed feelings. It's every day tough for all of us in this market environment, but I do think there's really silver linings that can, you know, create something much bigger for our industry.
Now, for those that don't know, this year you celebrate your 10th anniversary at EGYM. Congratulations. I'm sure the champagne is somewhere in the office, but the bigger party will have to be put on hold, well, at least for a short term. Looking back over the last 10 years, there must have been some fantastic moments. Can you share a couple with the audience just now?
Yes, there are so many. I would say, you know, as somebody who really started with the idea and then turned it into a concept and then turned it into a company, I still remember so well when we made the first pilot work and had the first users, and having them liking what we are doing was just a sensational feeling. Another thing that I wanted to mention is, of course, you know, our industry right now, there's difficulty in having those trade shows, but what I thought was so amazing when we entered the fitness industry, those high energy trade shows. And I remember so well our first FIBO with like 100,000 people and everyone is excited about what they're doing. And by the way, that still keeps me also so energized that everyone in the fitness industry is so excited. I do think, because I'm German, but I had the idea to found EGYM when I studied in the US. So for me, the first US gym also was an exciting time. And maybe lastly, because we are a partnership company, we want to partner very closely with the operators, with the users, but also with all other vendors. I do think the moment once I realized that we've built really great partnerships with companies like Life Fitness, Preco, and Matrix, for sure have also marked some amazing moments over the past 10 years. Probably much more to tell, but I've tried to be crisp as you asked me to.
No, really appreciate that, Philipp. Now, technology is progressing at such a rapid pace. It's so hard to keep up with the developments on a day-to-day basis. The fitness industry, if we hold our hand up, and even the wellness industry has been a little bit negligent in taking advantage of the full power of technology. Where have we fallen short as an industry in truly leveraging the power of technology in our industry?
Yeah, great question. So when you think about it, right now everyone talks about digitalization, but for me, somebody from the tech industry, basically, you know, digitalization is just a word, but it's more about what are you making out of it. And in my view, digitalization in the gym industry really means a personalization of the user experience. And there's still so much to do. When you think about the typical experience inside our four walls, and that's our core business, it's still a very analog way. When I ask operators, what's the success rate for these different training goals you have on the training floor? What are they exactly doing on the training floor? Is every single touch point personalized? The answer typically is no. The answer typically is that many people drop on the training floor, press the quick start button on a cardio machine, which makes no sense because it's independent of the user and independent of the training goal. They may do some strength training with 15 reps and 3 sets and a random training weight. And after the workout, no one tells them whether they won today, which is really so difficult then to keep being motivated. And so I do believe that the core focus on digitizing the gym industry should be really about thinking about the core of our industry, which is inside our four walls, and really personalize the user experience here. That would create a lot of value.
I think we're at the precipice of a very exciting time for our industry now, Philipp. Just as you said, if we get this right, we unlock millions of new health seekers into health clubs, recreation clubs, gym. Talking about technology and this digitalization, this seems to be exactly the reason why EGYM was created. What are you actually now evolving in terms of your product line, and how are you innovating that alongside this goal of interacting and engaging not just the active health user, but this health seeker as well?
Yeah, we want to make the gym work for everyone. That's our mission statement. And we started in digitizing the training floor through our own smart strength and smart flexibility machines, but also with our partners, Life Fitness Preco Matrix and many more, where we basically bring together one user experience and allow that also this Matrix machine, for example, would know the user and guides the user through the perfect workout and reports success afterwards. We connect to body fat scales and so on and so on. The operator can pick best of breed, but for the user, it's one user experience. And what we do really is we focus heavily on personalizing the user experience on the training floor, but then use that workout data and shoot it into the gym's app. We are the global market leader for branded apps for gyms. But we believe the app should not be only about marketing and admin features. The starting point for an app user should be, this is my personal workout data and I can track my success. And my interaction with my gym is really connected through, I have a training goal and I'm achieving it. But then once you have the user in this app, obviously you can start doing more things with regard to marketing and operational features and so on, and even complement the user experience with fitness experiences outside the four walls. But our right to win as an industry is inside the four walls, and this is where our focus should be. And creating a customer journey that really starts from my first day in the gym, helping me progress. This will really be a difference maker for us to keep more people, which then already allows us to grow so much, because we have kind of God's gift with New Year's resolutions, and it's our job just not to lose these people.
We're going to have an increased acceleration of digitalization, of technology advancement over the next couple of years, Philipp. Looking ahead into a glass ball, if you will, 2 years from now, where do you see EGYM in the ecosystem of this new tech world?
We will keep investing heavily in personalizing the user experience on the training floor, taking the workout data and therefore the user to an app and do more and more complementary things towards the kind of total fitness experience. I do think there is a huge opportunity for positioning our product as a gym more and more into health versus just aesthetics. Because health, by the way, is a lifelong thing, right? And we can do so great here. And I can give you one example, Ross. During the lockdown, we decided not to furlough our team, but rather to have everyone developing on 120% capacity. And we developed our Immune Fit program. So now when users approach our smart strength machines or our partner's cardio machine, but also if they just are purely digital customers of ours, their users will find a training program that optimizes the immune system for users. So we set all parameters that the immune system grows, but at the same time, we minimize the so-called immunosuppression, the moment right after your workout where you're even more likely to be infected. But we can manage that because we run these people through an high intensity interval training. And as we know their capabilities, we can stop the workout in the right moment, the intensity, keep them cooling down again, and therefore minimize the immunosuppression. And we've developed this during the lockdown. We launched it post-lockdown, and boom, from one day to another, it became the most popular workout goal on all our products. I have never seen a new training goal taking over muscle building, weight loss, and all these things. 31% of users clicked that training goal. And that's, of course, health. And now I hope us as an industry, probably 30% will not kind of moving forward always pick immunity boost as their training goal. But those are people that indicated that they truly care for, a health-oriented workout. And so I really hope that we can develop that further, understand those users better, and find out what they really want towards health orientation, and let them not go back to aesthetics-oriented workout goals. And this is definitely something we will keep investing more and more, because we believe that's where the future is of our industry.
I think this is a really exciting time for those operators and even the manufacturers, Philipp, that can align programs to health rather than to fitness. And those that do, the reward is absolutely there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to watch a quick video now to show some of the innovation that EGYM are producing in the last decade. Some fantastic, fantastic products and partnerships. Let's watch this, and we'll return straight after that with another interview with Christoph.
Our gyms are not empty. They are filled with the concerns of our gym owners and operators. Concerns about their futures, concerns about their members. We are confident that soon fitness and health facilities will be packed with people eager to return to their workouts, so they can take action and reach their health goals. Their fitness needs will be changed. Their safety expectations too. Are gyms prepared? We all thought that shutting down our gyms was hard, but honestly, reopening them is the tougher challenge.
We need to provide them with a comprehensive solution that solves the most critical challenges they are facing.
So what can we do to help our operators to get ready?
To manage capacity restrictions, help members to feel safe, and understand members' feelings.
To boost members' immunity and gyms' economics by developing a program that targets myokine release for a positive impact on the immune system.
With the guidance and motivation our members are used to, and communication that supports operators and members both ways.
With complementary digital offers to ensure members stay active, and giving them their own communication channel to strengthen personal relations. Together, let's make the world fit for life, one body at a time. Ready? Go!
Buenas, soy Salvador Miró, director de Megasport Centre. Decidimos implementar EGYM porque nos ayuda mucho en la fuerza electrónica y es un elemento diferenciador respecto a la mayoría de clubs. Estoy muy contento como proveedor con EGYM porque nos ayuda durante todo el recorrido con reportes y con información al respecto del uso. Bueno, los resultados nosotros abrimos hace muy poco y son espectaculares, ya que tenemos un 33% de gente que utiliza las máquinas de gym Teniendo una instalación como la nuestra, que es tan grande, que son 3.500 metros, destinados a fitness y cardio, pues resulta que la utilización de las máquinas de gym está teniendo una aceptación enorme.
Buenos días, soy David Pérez, director técnico de Sala Fitness, entrenamiento personal y zona funcional de Megasport Centre. La principal ayuda que ofrece Gym a los entrenadores es que a través de la app obtienen todos los datos de forma automática y después de la primera sesión, que es con un técnico, los usuarios son totalmente independientes. El perfil de socio que utiliza el equipamiento de Gym es de todo tipo, muy variado, desde gente que empieza a entrenar hasta gente que ya tiene bastante experiencia.
Pues gracias a la Fitness App de EGYM me supone tener un control instantáneo de mis entrenamientos diarios. Lo que más valoro del entrenamiento con EGYM es que se adapta a mis necesidades y puedo lograr mis objetivos de entrenamiento más fácilmente.
Aujourd'hui, tous nos nouveaux adhérents passent par le parcours EGYM parce qu'il nous permet de faire des évaluations.
On fait un test d'effort pour voir nos performances max et puis en fonction, la machine elle étalonne ce qu'elle a besoin pour justement avoir un rendement maximum.
Donc là, avec EGYM, on peut vraiment dire à l'adhérent, voilà, tu as un déséquilibre de ce côté-là, voilà ce qu'on va faire, on va travailler comme ça, pour rééquilibrer le corps.
Quand je fais mon programme EGYM, je vais un petit peu m'échauffer sur un tapis, sur un vélo elliptique, et puis je fais mon programme. Ça m'aide aussi pour me perfectionner dans mes cours, ça me donne beaucoup plus de force.
Alors l'application, ils s'en servent bien sûr pour mettre les gens sur EGYM, mais ils se servent aussi de l'application pour faire des programmes d'entraînement quand ils ont des coachings personnalisés.
Les différents programmes, ça me permet de toucher un plus grand panel de personnes.
Donc moi pour l'appli coach, ce qui est pratique, c'est qu'on puisse mettre déjà les rendez-vous par rapport au suivi. C'est vrai qu'on peut utiliser pour faire notre propre programme sur la tablette, donc ça c'est super efficace. Au niveau de l'organisation, c'est top.
J'utilise l'appli, ça permet aussi de remplir les trucs de muscu, les cours collectifs, et ça c'est bien. Plus on s'entraîne, plus c'est efficace et plus on évolue. Et puis du coup ça incite à aller encore plus s'entraîner.
Christoph, good to see you. Thanks very much for joining us. As mentioned to Philip just now, 2020 has been an incredible year. It's posed a lot of challenges to both operators and manufacturers. What lessons are you going to take forward from this?
Firstly, Ross, thank you for inviting me, giving me the chance to talk to the audience. It's really a very exceptional year, 2020, giving us a lot of lessons to be learned. One of the biggest lessons we learned is, and I personally learned to be honest, is we need to be, as a company, customer-centric. But in those kind of crises, you need to be even much more customer-centric than ever before, which means you need to be very close to your partners and customers to understand what is the changing behavior, what is changing in the business model, what is changing in the P&Ls, what is the concerns of gyms and members and trainers. That means that you need to be very out in the market, listening a lot, and then translating that into solutions, which is really creating value for them. In those kind of times, everybody's looking even much more on what really drives value for my members, what is driving my P&L positively. And people are really looking for values. Everything which is kind of nice, sometimes kind of even innovative stuff is not helping in the P&L, people don't care about because they really are sometimes in a survival mode, some of them, and then you need to really help them. So custom centricity also by different segments and different, let's say also markets and geos is very important. We also saw that the government rules are totally different. Even in Germany, every state has a different rules and a different behavior. So being out in the market, very close to the partners, to the customers, but also sometimes to the government is very important.
Now, EGYM are pioneering the digital frontier. Can you talk about EGYM Cloud and EGYM Digital, Christoph? Are these going to be future cornerstone revenue blocks for the company?
Definitely, yes. They are already cornerstones on the revenue blocks for EGYM. They are significantly contributing to our P&L positively. But I think it's not only the revenue, the strategic importance of software and having the connection of hardware, software, and services, building a whole EGYM system is even a bigger value for our customers. because we can now generate fastly new programs. So we just talked about the pandemic and COVID-19. One of the things we learned is that the people are looking more for health. We immediately started to develop a new program called Immune Boost Program on a software side, distributed it out to our machines and to our applications that the clients can easily, intuitively use and choose the Immune Boost Program to be healthy and boost their immune system. And this is only possible through software solutions. If you don't have those kind of software solutions, you can't be fast reacting to changing behaviors and patterns in the market. So the software gets immediately strategic importance. It's a revenue importance, but also on the strategic side.
How do you get your solutions into the owners of gyms and health clubs, Christoph? And how do these solutions become much more valuable now, especially in these troubled times?
The 2-3 things we need to comes to my mind on that one. Number one is I just talked about the Immune Boost Program. This is a huge opportunity for gyms on acting on changing behavior and the needs of their members. So changing from aesthetic bodybuilding into health providing organization or floor, that's one of the things we really support and enable gyms to get in this direction. But secondly, also, we are about to launch a new product, which is even more getting into smarter onboarding for the gym. And in combined with the Immune Boost Program, it will help gyms to say, you're going to reduce your time in the gym to a minimum, but be effective on training your Immune Boost Program. And this way, the people feel much safer because they're not staying too long in the gym. There is a touchless onboarding, so they don't have to kind of touch things and feeling uncomfortable or insecure. And then we also help the gyms with a whole education system, which we call Campus, where we train and educate trainers and gyms on how they can convey the message of why the muscle and Immune Boost Program is so important now for boosting the immune system, which is the only thing they can really, let's say, do against the COVID-19 from a member perspective. That's what we're going to do. We're going to educate the people. We also implemented a health alliance, which is summarizing all the sports science and this kind of truth, because the gyms are not able to do that. It takes a lot of time, and some people see studies, maybe they are not really trustful. So we implemented a health alliance in the campus with all the trainings, educating them. In addition, we are providing really solutions like the Immune Boost Program, and we're about to launch a new product now to make the onboarding faster and really touchless.
All things considered, Christoph, in the past couple of years, EGYM has almost transformed in terms of its growth. Looking ahead, no doubt, there's another phase of growth coming for the company. Where are you seeing most growth at the moment? What kind of verticals, what kind of demographics are you chasing after? Where do you think the return is most?
Yeah, I would say in three areas. Number one is really helping those health seekers to be successful. So we see that depending on the geographic, we see that only 5 to 24% are going to the gym. So we still have roughly 80% not going to a gym, not achieving their goals, while it's super important to be healthy. So this is one thing we really focus on our concepts and systems are enabling gyms to address this 80% people who are not professionals or can't afford a personal trainer, go into the gym, be intuitively, also with fun, have a resistance training and cardio training, and they're really achieving their targets and go home happy and more healthy than ever before. That's the number one thing. In those kind of target segment, we also think about segments. So we also go for independent gyms. We also want to be very good for boutique gyms and having good concepts and solutions for them. At the same time, we see a lot of demand coming for our equipment from retired homes, because our equipment is very intuitively and makes fun, even resistance training. So even, let's say, older people are having fun to have a resistance training again, but nobody will really think about it. And we also kind of provide solutions for physiotherapists and local authorities. So we continue also on those segments, and if segments comes out and is very attractive for us, we will develop new solutions and concepts for them. And thirdly, at the end of the day, we think about geographics. So we are very strong in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. We are getting strong in North America, which is a very important market for us. We are serving in UK, France, Iberia, but also we are serving through distributors and partners in Netherlands, Benelux, Denmark, Sweden, South Korea. And we are also kind of open up through partners like in Italy and other countries. And we're also looking at some areas like in Asia. We shortly maybe go to one of the areas in Asia because there's a lot of demand coming, the requests coming for our equipments. So at the end of the day, it's really number one, how do we address and make the gyms really enabling to go off the 80% on not going to the gym is a huge market for us. And we immediately, as a fitness industry, need to win those 80%. Number two is we're gonna serve more and more better the segments and their different needs. And third is about the geographic expansion on the right markets who really are, let's say, very intrigued to have our equipment and our concepts.
Christoph, one last question before we pull Philipp back into the interview here. Looking ahead, 12 months from now, what does success look like for yourself and for EGYM? And what closing message do you want to leave everyone that's watching this with?
Hi, Ross, good question. I think success looks for me in the next 12 months when we're going to be, as EGYM, enable all the gyms around the world to make sure that the members getting healthy, stay healthy, and get through the pandemic without getting the infection. This is my number one. They should really go on, millions of members go into the gym, do the immune boost program, and really stay healthy and get healthy out through the pandemic. This is number one, simply like this. Secondly, I think the industry and the fitness industry has a huge opportunity and a huge value for this whole society by providing those solutions to the members and helping the governments to save costs on the national health systems. It's huge. And by really providing simple, intuitive, fun solutions, we need to make sure that the people look at workouts like brushing their teeth every day. It's a habit. And why is brushing your teeth a habit and going to the gym and having a workout not? And that's what we need to transform as an fitness industry and really contributing to the society. And that is my aspiration, my vision for EGYM, but also for the whole fitness industry.
Thanks, Christoph. Great thoughts, as always. I'll leave the final closing thought to Philipp. Thank
you very much, Ross. So what I believe is for all of us in this industry right now, our everyday job feels like block and tackle. It's a difficult time, but it's a huge opportunity for us to reinvent our industry and make us so much bigger. Let's go from 15% to 100%. Let's leave aesthetics behind and focus on health orientation. And that's a huge opportunity. We have now the moment to reinvent ourselves, and that is exciting. And that should be basically for us the silver lining to keep pushing hard through this very difficult time.
Great thoughts to end on. Philipp, thank you very much. Christoph, thank you very much indeed.